Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're kicking off the week in Minecraft as we normally do. There's a new episode of the Spawn Chunks that just came out yesterday. We talked about rope ladders from email. We talked about spears versus tridents, as well as craftable name tags. And we also covered the new baby mounts that are coming in Snapshot 4 for 26.1. So all that is out on the new episode of the Spawn Chunks. We're just going to jump into Minecraft here where we left off on Thursday. And we're going to fix the top floor doors, make the change over to quartz as I was planning on it. Probably do a lot more trading with the villagers. I don't know if I'm going to move the zombie today. I might give it a go. We'll see how I can do it. And I guess from there, we'll just see what happens next. The storage room still needs to be sorted out as well. So that's on the agenda. And then in Hightail, after this, we're probably going to finish the blacksmith building. So there's going to be some building in Hightail today, which is good. And then we'll figure out what's next over there. We've got a resubscription from Cosmic Dancer. 90 months. 90. Cosmic Dancer, that's amazing. You're going to hit 100 months this year subscribing on the channel. That's incredible. Thank you ever so much. Really appreciate it. I bumped my camera when I adjusted it for Spawn Chunks, and I feel like I'm a lot closer now. So we're looking at the old. The stuff I don't like is the tough. So we're going to remove the tough, and we're going to replace it with quartz, because I think the quartz looks a lot better. And we're doing a little asymmetrical designing in that I'm testing some things out on some sides and then other things on the other. And I think I like the angle. I think I like the angle better. Maybe not that one. Although it's not bad. If we bring it up higher, we may have to adjust the lights. So we're going to need lots of quartz. So we're going to go trade for some quartz. We're going to need deep slate and probably some smooth quartz. Pikachu subscribing 9 months. Currently on a 5-month streak. Thanks very much. So we've got a block of quartz. We've got to make some quartz stairs. I don't know if we need any of these out there. Maybe we'll bring some of those along. And we will need some lights. And what else am I going to need? I'm going to need some deep slate. And iron to trade. Iron box. Where did I leave that? Where is the fancy iron box? Not that one. I want the one with the blocks in it. I think it's got an iron block on the cover. Looked right at it. So we'll go get the trades first, because they'll reset overnight. Actually, maybe it's nighttime. Maybe we'll start by moving that zombie up in here. I always gotta remember to hold my pickaxe when I do this. We're only gonna get a stack in a bit. That's fine. Actually, I'm going to need some quartz stairs too, I think. So maybe we'll get some pillars and turn those into stairs. Then we can get twice as many. Provided I don't run out of emeralds. Probably will run out of emeralds. Yeah. Fair. Hey, Nadila, how's it going? Okay, let's actually do the zombie thing. He's already in a boat. I'll just need some leads. Those are over here somewhere. And snowballs. Because the ghast is dumb. So it just went nighttime, so we should go find that zombie. Down here at the bottom somewhere. Not there. Nope. There he is. Do you have a name? I don't remember. Yeah. Okay. So he's not in a boat. We need to put him in a boat. Got one of those hanging around. Boat. I'm just going to bring the whole fence post with me. Hopefully he fits through the door. Never thought about that. Just fits through the door. He won't fit through the door with the... he won't fit through the door with the boat, though. That's annoying. The music suits the weird, slow motion of the ghast. Okay. Are you stuck? You're not stuck. I need weeds. Come on, man. These things are so dumb. I should not have this much trouble with these things. Alright, so we'll have to drop the zombie off in here and get him to follow us in, I guess? I need to make a door. I don't know if this is gonna all happen in one night. I might prep tonight and then move him after. Stone. Oh, jeez. Good thing I wasn't trying to use that zombie. Okay. Where are you? Over here? Oop. Cool. All right, I think we're ready to get him at the next opportunity. There's obviously a lot of zombies around too. I don't know that it matters if he has a block with him. So I think what I'll do is I'll wait until the next night, and then we'll come down and get him. Because I also have to have the potions ready too. And someone is going to have to remind me what I need for that. I've got water breathing. Splash potions of weakness? That's what I need, right? Splash potions of harming? Weakness? Golden apple. I'm probably going to need more than 3. I need a brewing stand. Thought I had more glass bottles somewhere. Huh? And we start with netherwort, right? That's the first thing. Harming heals the zombies. Weakness prepares zombie villagers to eat the apple. Right. So, splash potions of weakness. We'll need gunpowder. That's full. Do I have another one that's not full? Go. That's awkward potion. Weakness is a fermented spider eye, right? SweetSandi gifting a 3-1 sub to Blue Crow. Thanks very much, SweetSandi. Appreciate that. Exactly. Blast Jordan. Exactly. What's the do I have to make the fermented spider eye first? I mean, I've got 6. And then golden apples, I think I have in here. Or I can at least make some. Is it nuggets or is it bars? I want to say it's bars. It's bars. I don't know how many of these are going to need. Let's just make a few. I think I can do... I think I've got 6 villagers on each side. I should be okay. I need a dozen apples at least. But the splash potions I should be able to do more. We'll have to go back to the gold farm soon. Alright, that should be good for apples. I think the fermented spider eye and then gunpowder to get splashing. Fermented spider eye with sugar and brown mushroom. Do they all have to go into the same thing? No, I can make a fermented spider eye in here, right? It's just spider eye. That's a crafting recipe. Yep. We have brown mushroom. Boy, do we ever. Or at least I thought I did have them separately. If not, we can go get some very easily. There they are. Yeah. What I've got 11. And sugar. That's bamboo. Okay. That's paper. Alright, put that back. Don't need this. So now, fermented spider eye, I should be able to do 9 of those. I can do 1 of those. Is that not the right thing? What am I missing? Normal water? I thought you had to make awkward potions before everything. Brewing in Minecraft is dumb. Like, if you didn't have a wiki or a chat room, there'd be no figuring this out. Canada Raz, hello, how's it going? They should have a chart in the game. I know there's mods that you can get that'll have the chart come up. Potion of weakness. Gunpowder. We don't need it to last very long, right? We can just flash them and be done. That's going to take up some inventory space. Sandy with 500 bits kicking off a hype train. Thanks very much, Sandy. Appreciate that. Wormbo gifting a tier 1 sub to Canada Raz. It's amazing. Vanilla Tweaks has a resource pack module for adding cheat sheets to brewing stand inventory. Nice. Yeah, I should get that. I use a bunch of Vanilla Tweak stuff. Nadila bits. Did I miss Nadila's bits? I did. 300 bits. Nadila kicked off the hype train. Thanks very much, Nadila. Sorry I missed that. Hope you're having a good day. Potion of weakness. I'm not sure how I missed that. Are the alerts back to the regular level? Excuse me. In terms of the audio cues? I mean, I'm hearing them. I must have just missed them. I feel like the splash potion, if I hit... I'm not going to do it, but I'm pretty sure. I watched Impulse do this on Hermitcraft this season. And I'm pretty sure that if I hit the splash potion in between them, they're only a block apart. I think if I hit the splash potion right there, it'll hit both of them. What do we think? Last Jordan, let's dial that back a little bit. Yeah, that works. Cool. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got the 6 potions we need. What I should do is make a little barrel and leave them all in there so I don't have to carry them around. Grab one here. Don't need the glass bottles. Don't think I need that or that or that right now. So we've got golden apples, we've got potion of weakness. That's all we need after we turn them. So really, now it's just a matter of getting the zombie up here after the next nighttime falls. I'm out of carrots. Okay. So now I think we can put that there. I'll leave the snowballs in my inventory.
So focused on the potions and villagers that you missed the 5 gift sub bomb.
Thanks very much, Sandy, for the AI TTS sticker. Blast Jordan dropping a 5 gift sub bomb. Kovia, TinMyren, Horde Curious, Shabili plays, and Cicero. Thanks very much, Blast Jordan. Appreciate that. Okay, I don't need that. I'm very much looking forward to organizing this storage room again. She's nighttime. Might be a good time to go get the person of interest. Okay, first things first, let's move the ghast over here. Boat must be up there. Boat's right here. Okay. Should be able to just get this guy in here, no problem. Aha! He's gonna punch me. That's fine. Oh, I should have brought a bucket of water. Hold on. Bucket, 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 bucket. Bucket of water. All right. That's not how that goes. There we go. The server is on hard difficulty. Has been for years. There's our destination. Now I am unfortunately not going to be able to get in there. And I'm not going to go down through the roof. So I've got to bring him over here. They're on the ground. That's good. I didn't bring the fence post with me. And I didn't bring shears. Alright, good enough. Why are you still leashed, my friend here? All right, fast. I need shears. All right, zombie. Come on in. See if that works. Thanks very much for the hype train, folks. What a great way to start off the week. I really, really appreciate it. Guess he just saw me. There's one. I guess he's just going to go back and forth. At some point, I'm going to need to put him back in the boat. Yeah, the ghast leashed to the boat does not make a lot of sense. Because it looked like it was leashed to the zombie. I think they really need to work on the way that leashes visually attach to things. It's not really clear when you've got two entities like a boat and a zombie. Because I thought he was attached to the zombie. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. All right, that's 4 of 12. You can't attach leads to hostile mobs unless they're animals like hoglins. Oh, that's good to know. This guy is not going in order. Dalara, hello. How's it going? I don't know why he chose the last guy. Now, I've got a funny feeling if I leave him in here, we're unfortunately going to have iron farm. So we'll have to move him. Although I guess they don't have any beds, so that's not a big deal. That's 4. No, that's 8. Nice. Who knows how the zombie brain works? That's fair. At least they have a direct path, and I don't have to worry about it, right? I don't have to worry about breaking the glass and all that stuff. Although the villagers are in minecart, so it doesn't really matter. Like, why would he go all the way back over there? It's so weird. Alright, I have the boat. That's the last one. Let's just, for safety's sake, put a little thing here. You see me? Aha! Victory is mine. Cool. So now we should be able to use these. Test it on you guys first. That's loud. Holy crap. These don't throw very far. And that should be all we need. Now we just wait. Yeah, I feel like mobs need line of sight to the player, but not villagers. Not the first time I've had to craft shears last minute, apparently. I may actually need that. Barrel, we're good. Golden apples, I guess, can go in there. Where did I leave the gas? I don't remember. I think he just flew away. Probably. Oh, there he is over there. Bring you back inside. Let's put you somewhere a little bit less of a problem. Let's put you over here. Although, you know what? I say that, and any screenshots I take, he's going to be in it, so we'll put him back where we had him. Kovia, I believe it was Blast Jordan. And thanks for saying hi. Oh. How'd you find the stream? Koivia, sorry, my bad. Alright, let's put you a little bit farther away. I've reached the zombie doctor, yay. Stay. Alright, so now, depending on how many of those guys have actually changed, we should get a lot more emeralds this time. Oh, thanks, Mikatu. My advancements reset every time we update the server, so it's not like I've never done it before. These guys are not all finished. Only about half. Look at that. It's not a huge deal because we do have infinite iron on the server. Nope. It's also a good time of day to come here. I should remember that. They reset right away. I didn't realize there was such an eerie noise when they switched back. These were always the same price. Get some of those for stairs. I think you're done. Okay. I guess I could do stairs with what little I have left. That way I don't have to worry about them. Cool. And we'll get him later. I'm not sure where we're going to put him. Maybe we'll put him behind one of these doors. We'll have to keep him. I wish he didn't have a block in his hand. I'd like to have something else in his hand. Maybe we can come up with something that looks kind of sci-fi. Cool, that's a lot of quartz. Where is my... This. 2 of those. And for smooth quartz, we really don't have much, I don't think. Yeah, so let's do stack. Cool. Blue Crow, what were you looking for? Turned off all the email notifications from Twitch. Yeah, the way that it should work is that if you're in my Discord, then you should get an automatic notification for when the stream goes live. I think I could just go straight in through here. We'll have to put him in a box. That's fine. Oof. Let's go get another boat and get him to chase me over here. Come on, buddy. Go this way. I think this is actually faster than pulling the zombie in the boat with the lead. But yeah, that would have been another way to do it. My concern was the boat falling down, and I would then have to get the happy gas again. So I was just like, you know what? This way I know he won't walk off the edge. Come on, smarty pants. Brilliant. Done. Now I have to remember that he's there. No, I don't have to do this again with the villagers ever, right? They should all stay and keep their trades. Unless I accidentally punch one. Oh yeah, moving boats and using like them for frogs. I can see that being very helpful. Nice. Those are almost done. Yeah, attaching a boat to an LA is how Pixarus moved the Nautilus on Survival Guide. You don't get additional bonuses for multiple zombie cycles anymore? That's good to know. I mean, it's already down to 1. Unless the yield would increase, then the price wasn't going to be able to go down any lower. Oh, using an allay and a boat with a shulker? That's a good idea, too. All right, cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hang out here for a second and go on a short break. It's a little bit early, but I figured it's a good spot because I just finished the zombie thing, and now I can do the building thing after the break. So if you're new to the channel, I do this once an hour. It gives me a chance to run a couple ads. You don't miss anything because I'm getting another cup of coffee or grabbing a glass of water or whatever, and I'll be right back. The Wormbo was talking about the villager trades, and it used to be up to 5 cycles, not the maximum benefit. It was reduced so it reached with a single cycle, and further temporary reductions can only be achieved through things like Hero of the Village. Oh, cool. That's good to know. It's basically vanilla, yeah, Koivia. It's a few data packs and quality of life stuff, but it's as vanilla as I can get it without driving myself crazy. Because I do the Spawn Chunks podcast. Although I was thinking the other day, we were talking about, I guess we're talking about the other games in render distance. Someone wrote in, I think it was Tofu Red Panda wrote in, and we did a bonus email in the post show, and we were talking about the games that are like Minecraft but almost things like Core Keeper, Hightail, obviously, and something that I think will be cool when it gets there for Hightail is quests. I would really like to have some quests, and I think that here in Minecraft, something I was thinking about doing would be, it would be fun to run a mod pack that had like quests, stuff to do, as opposed to just building. You know, I would build something, but it would be cool to have that experience. I need to turn these pillars into stairs. I'm gonna move these around, or I'm never gonna be able to find them again. Yeah, so we should be able to use this and this. Oh, maybe only in here? Yes. So I like this look. I'm curious about something a little bit bigger down here. I like that, but then it feels like it's kind of close to this. I feel like we'd have to lower or change the height of the lights on the side. And I think I want to add more across there. All right, we'll leave that for now. So that's at least the starting point for what I want to do with the other spots. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On the 12th, there's a bar. Okay. Figure that out. Nope. Nothing there. And then underneath that, just 2 stairs. That's going to be a pain. Guess we'll do it this way. And I don't remember, I guess that's just that. Nice. Oh, that one was all messed up, wasn't it? Did I move this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did not. Oh, yes, I did. I moved the outside. I didn't move the inside. Okay. I must have moved it for a screenshot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, these things are loud. Realize if it's daytime, I should go make some more trades. And try to stay on top of this. We are going to be putting down a lot of quartz quite quickly. So it's not any higher volume, it's just cheaper. What's going on? Why? Weird. I might fuss around with fancier blocks later, but for now, we're just going to get the main blocks in. think I just heard them reset. What I should do, this. It really blends in with the dark UI, doesn't it? I don't think there's anything else I would really need from these guys. It might be useful to have an iron farm here at some point. I don't know if I could fit one where the villager breeder currently is. We could maybe turn it into an iron farm. I imagine there's probably going to be a spawn proofing issue if I do that, though. Probably just not enough room. Well, we're certainly getting our levels back. It's really nice that the emeralds go back into your inventory. It would be really painful to have to, like, click everything in, click everything out. I saw on Tango's stream that Hightail is looking at doing some automation, so that should be really interesting. Obviously not in the game yet, but could be some fun stuff happening there. What was I working on? This one? Yeah. That's right. Yep. That goes there. Didn't take too long. So it doesn't have all the fancy bells and whistles, it's just the basics. Just need to put in the little stairs down the bottom. Nice. I wonder if there's a way I could get these to look a little bit different. Not without pushing them back, I don't think. Be cool if I could put a stair here and shape the light. I'd have to lose the glass though, or push it back. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wonder whether we should do straight there, like, and have like another ledge. It's hard to say. We'll try it on a couple of them, see what it looks like. No way you can make time for hightail? That's fair. I mean, it's easy for me to do it because, of course, it's part of my job, right? Hightail intrigues me, but being stuck on console, I can't play it yet. Yeah, it's fair. I need to try and see if I can get a creator code because I feel like I'm going to be playing Hightail for a while, and I also feel like I want to follow the development of it. It's interesting to see kind of like what they're planning. I don't really need the smooth quartz. I should maybe just not have it in my inventory. It's kind of confusing. Some of this stuff will probably end up pulling out because of the elevators, but for now, worth doing. Oh no, there's no door. Gappy the guy, hello, hello, welcome in. How's your week going so far? Right. Yep. It's just a matter of doing the top. And I think it just replaces the stairs, right? Yeah. Oh, whoops. There first. Nice. Now, what did I do? I didn't do anything over there. So we really haven't sorted out the next level yet. How are my first impressions of Hightail? Good. It's in a really solid place. You can also hang out today. We're going to be switching over to Hightail probably in the next half an hour or so. There's also a bunch of VODs on YouTube if you want to check it out, Joel Duggan VODs. But yeah, I mean, it's a solid game. The exploration, traversal, world building, world generation is much more interesting than Minecraft. The building is very pocketed at the moment. And what I mean by that is you're really going to be building in like medieval fantasy. There's no sci-fi building. There's not a lot of various like lighting options. Like you really are kind of just doing what the game is aiming at, which is sci-fi, which is fantasy, right? Which is fine. Like I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it's not as it's a fantasy sandbox, not a just pure sandbox, right? But I don't know many other games that are sci-fi sandbox. Like most of the sandbox survival games, I don't know a lot that are sci-fi. Does anybody know sci-fi ones? Oops. Yeah, I think there's still a lot of work with the AI and the mobs. Something I just talked about on the Spawn Chunks yesterday was that the mob models and the mob animation in Hightail is better than Minecraft. And it, I find that it's frustrating when you've got these updates happening for Minecraft that are focused on these baby animals and how cute they are and stuff, and they're just really not as good as they could be because Minecraft is sticking to this, I don't want to call it antiquated, but it's an older design aesthetic and it doesn't really hold up, at least not for me. How am I gonna get that in 2026, you know? I'm gonna need more stairs. I thought I had enough. And I'm really glad I got those villagers sorted because we have blown through a ton of quartz that I wasn't planning on it. Like I thought this was going to be concrete. I thought I was going to be using other materials in this build. So the fact that I got those villagers sorted was very smart. Woof. More and more Minecraft is focusing on cuteness and less on new gameplay. Yeah, I mean, at least for now. The problem is, and we've talked about this on the Spawn Trunks a couple times recently, is there's a focus on, well, I shouldn't say focus. There's a like the updates are happening more frequently, and it's good for the podcast because there's generally more news in the cycle and there's less downtime. Like there's less burnout on updates. The problem is that when these updates are happening so frequently is that they are all very small. There doesn't seem to be a lot of large updates. And also the nature of them is very focused on mobs lately. Like not everyone. Like there's always exceptions, like the copper golem added auto sorting, the I can't remember the name of the one with the pale oak, but the pale oak was a new block, you know, a year ago. But there's not a lot of, I'm sure what you want to say, sweeping changes, you know, like it's small iterations. It's nothing that's like big headline changes. What was I in here looking for? I was looking for this. Everything on that one? Nope, missed a spot. All right, so that's all of these switched to quartz. I don't have the lights in the top yet, and I want to do some variation. I'm honestly, I don't know if I like these blinking lights. I think I might just remove them. I really don't like those. Let's just replace those right now. I'm not sure what the temperature is here right now. We've had a couple feet of snow. It is currently -14. Yep, that's cold. That's Celsius for folks that are wondering. What if the baby animal changes are getting people warmed up to change the classic mobs? I would be surprised. Music Free Gaming. If they're going to do that, I think that it's a really odd choice not to do that all at once. Because that was my point on the podcast yesterday. Was the fact that all this work, all this artwork is going into the baby mobs, and as of yet, there's still no way outside of a data pack to keep them babies. So this update at present is temporary. You'll see the baby animals for a time, and then they'll grow up, and then it's just like it was before. Like the update doesn't really push anything, right? So I don't know. They must be planning something else. Like they said it's one of the pillars. I'm trying to remember when Spring to Life was released last year. It was late March, was it? I don't remember. Do I have enough room? I don't. I might now. Don't need this bucket of water right now either. Must have been a dead skeleton somewhere. I don't know. We definitely need something, but I don't know what it is. I like the depth. That's going well. What block is that? With the red grid. With the red grid. Crafter? This one? Yeah, that's the crafter. Do 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 do. Gray concrete. Okay, I've got those. I've got quartz stairs. Let's grab some slabs. Thing is, players, we don't know the long-term plans. Yeah. The problem is that if they're not going to share, then they're opening up speculation. So you got to take that, you know, if you're deciding from a PR point to not release all the information, then you're going to have people saying like, well, this is so far, this is not great. All right, on this one, I want to try 5 lights across the top. It'd be pretty easy to do. I want that quartz back. Okay, and then the other thing I want to do is, I guess we'll try just 5, and then I'll try the other ones deeper, maybe? they caught so much grief when they did let us know their plans. I can see why they might be hesitant to share more. The problem with all of that is it's always a vocal minority. You get, you know, the angry pitchfork people online, and you think about, like, even if it's 10,000 people, it's a small percentage of people that play the game, right? All right, I'll wait until nighttime to really make a judgment on that. We'll do 5 over here, but I want to try them deeper set. I might be able to just do this from up top. Might be easier. All right, there's the middle. Oh, whoops. Do like that. Okay. And then that. And then what I was thinking would be interesting, we tried to put this farther back. Actually, maybe we'll try glass. A lot of quartz, but it might look cool. All right, so that's 3. I think 5 looks better. I don't know about the depth. That's more of a walk around and see it. I think I'm going to like the ones that are flush because you're going to be able to see the bright lights more. Yeah, I think that looks better from the angle. Yeah, that's fine. They're easier to do. But I think I do like 5 over 3. Because it lines up more with these ones. Yeah, the ones that are back give an empty look. I agree. All right, we can fix that right now. Easy to do. Fixed. Can I get up there? I can get up there. Actually, one thing I want to try, just out of curiosity, the different color frog light. Oh, this is still concrete. Why is this? Huh. Weird. Oh, come on. Just curious if that's going to look better. Oh, this is the one that I need to move. That's the other thing. No. They're definitely better. That's purple. Worth a shot. There's a hole there. Cool. That's that done. There's one more. Whoops. That takes care of that. Oh, come on. I don't want to sleep. I want it to stay night, but I don't want it to rain either. Right, I'm not seeing any quartz lying around. Oh, there we go. Alright, so the other thing I wanted to try was fixing one of these to look like the inside of the door. Let's do this one over here. So it looks cool when you're walking up to it. I wonder what the profile looks like when you're out here, though. I think I like it better. I think it's the extra detail. I would prefer it if I had this shape, but I think it adds some light where we need it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I think that the thing is, and what I'm concerned about long term is that if Minecraft decides to just kind of stick to the way that they've always done it and not iterate, then, you know, for things like the animals, the environments, I think ultimately people will just start to choose games that they think look more modern. And I don't mean that it's going to happen overnight. I think just gradually over time, you're just going to see some people choosing other games. And it might not be people leaving Minecraft. I think the people that are playing Minecraft and have played Minecraft for years are probably going to continue to play. I think the issue might be like if you were a brand new gamer and you're like, huh, what do I want to play? Hytale or Minecraft? I mean, Hytale is in early access, but let's just fast forward 5 years, right? What does Hytale look like in 5 years? No one knows. But if it's at a level of polish and released and updating frequently and offers a lot of the same things that Minecraft does, but on a modern engine with modern graphics, with lighting, like all that stuff, then if Minecraft hasn't tried to keep up, then I think a lot of players coming in are just like, well, why would I play this 20-year-old game when I can play this 5-year-old game that looks better and runs better and all that kind of stuff, right? Where are my end rods? They're here somewhere. They're there. Oh, it does glow on the thing. So I didn't think that that was going to glow with the texture pack. Cool. So I could use those to decorate in a place where I want to hide. And choker boxes. That's cool. Now, which one was it? That one over there. All right, now I need to figure out, do I like... I think I'm going to sit and think on the change. Like, I think what I was thinking about doing is changing these bottom pieces here. But if I do that, I have to change the lights. So this is this one thing. Yeah. I feel like if we do that angle, which feels weird for some reason. You know what? Maybe we don't do that. That feels funny. Yeah, okay. Easy enough. Decision made. Sometimes you just need to see them next to another. Leave that like that. We don't have a dark shelf to put there, or I would do another one of those shelves. Would be cool. Out of curiosity, I wonder if I could do this. Thanks, Sandy. Also, no. All right, fair. Keeping it simple. Cool. Well, the facades of these are at least done. I don't know what's going to happen in this space, but I think that looks pretty good. Oh, I got to replace this. I feel like it's looking like the same design language. I'm a little bit skeptical now about the this purple light. I don't know if that's the best way to have that. I kind of want that to be white now. But we'll see. We'll leave it for now. Maybe I can echo that purple down here. If I can do that, it might look a little bit more like it's in place. If I have more purple happening down here, then this little bit of purple here will help the transition. So that'll be what we do next. Excellent. So now the thing to do, which I'm probably going to do off stream, is move this. That's all off by a block. And then we have to decorate in here and put all of our storage back so I'm not going crazy trying to find all my stuff constantly. So for folks that have not been around for the last week or two, since Hightail came out, I've been splitting my streams and doing longer streams, but I've been doing a shorter Minecraft stream and then a shorter Hightail stream. But overall, there's more streaming happening during the day. So do stick around, because I'm going to take a slightly longer break and then come back and switch over to Hightail. Where's the iron? Oh, the iron's in the other room. Right. Go. Nice. Just in time for the sunrise. Yeah, I think these are looking a lot better. These are looking a lot better. Fun times. Twilight, hello, welcome in. You've got impeccable timing. I am going to continue to stream, but I'm switching over to Hightail. Peganator, that's a great username. Those look like cool door entrances. Thanks. If you have not seen this before, this is a rainy day on a Mushroom Island with a very large command center sci-fi build, or at least the start of it. We haven't finished the outside. We decided to switch into the inside to make sure we've got room for the things that we want to do. Obviously the top floors are still a work in progress, but she's pretty large. And so is the Mushroom Island. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Of course, Quillite. For both you and Piganator, Piganator, you've been here before. Did you find the stream from Spawn Trunks, Quillite? Or are you a Hightail VOD watcher maybe coming in for some of that as well? We got one of these rooms finished. So we've got... I'm going to hold off on those two until I know what's coming from Minecraft. But this one we're going to turn into something very similar, I think. And then instead of villager bays, we're going to have shulker boxes. I just don't know what I want to do. If I don't know if I want to have them visible. Or if I want to have, like, maybe I want to have, like, bays I walk in. And I don't know if I want to keep on going through doors. We'll have to see. I don't want to have all white shulker boxes. That would drive me crazy, I think. Maybe all white shulker boxes, but with the labels on them, that could help. I don't know. We'll see. Got a message from Twitch saying you were doing magic in Minecraft. Didn't want to miss it. Oh, thanks very much. That's kind of you. So we still got lots to do, lots to dig, but that's going to be picked up tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to take a short break. So if you're watching this later on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube, thanks very much. Consider maybe liking the video and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss the VODs. I post them about 24 hours after I record them. You can also be here live on twitch.tv/JoelDuggan if you'd like. Join the Discord with a sub or a Patreon membership, which is at patreon.com/JoelDuggan. Right now, I'm streaming Tuesday through Friday at 9 a.m., Saturdays at 1. And I do Minecraft first, and then I switch over to Hightail, which is what we're doing now. So if you're here live, stick around. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. The stream will end briefly, so I have a separate VOD for Hightail, and then we'll spend a couple hours hanging out in Hightail. I'll be back in just a bit. And if you're watching this later, see you next time.